and now a possible state of emergency. All this as the federal government remains in a partial shutdown.
In a few hours, President Trump is bringing his case to the American people in a nationwide address. News 3's Joanne Merrigan is here now with tonight's top story and more on what the emergency declaration is and if it will work. Joanne.
Well, Ben, you can talk about immigration and security, but if the president does go the route of a national emergency, it will be a pretty transparent effort to bypass Congress to get funding for that border wall. Now, members of Georgia's Republican delegation say they continue to support that wall. The question, though, is a drastic step from the White House the way to get it?
Well, the president does have a lot of powers in regard to declaring a national emergency, but there's some guidelines.
Local political science professor Bruce Mallard says Trump could declare an emergency, but should he?
Presidents have tried and they have not had a lot of luck. Most of the time they have used it to mobilize troops. And he's already done that, of course, by sending them to the border.
He says it's not clear that all Americans consider the wall an emergency, since for 2 years a Republican Congress wouldn't even provide funding for it.
And it's going to be a little hard for him to make a case that immigration is a threat to national safety and security. I think that's why he shifted the focus to terrorists.
Mallard says the emergency has to be based on a concern for health and safety, but this seems to have sprung from a budget dispute.
It's going to be very, very hard to fund a $5 billion project without the Congress.
It just baffles me that people don't understand that we need to secure our borders.
First District Congressman Buddy Carter says he still supports a border wall. He says he doesn't want the president to be forced into declaring a state of emergency and believes Congress should provide funding, but unfortunately, he says Democrats are refusing to move away from their not 1 cent mentality. South Carolina Democratic Congressman James Clyburn.
We know that we've got to fix our immigration system, and we cannot fix it by focusing on a wall that's more from the first century than the 21st.
Paychecks are going to stop, government services are going to stop.
Mallard says the reality of a shutdown is something presidents are forced to deal with. In terms of an emergency, he's not sure history is on Trump's side.
Harry Truman tried to use a national emergency to nationalize the steel industry during a war and was unsuccessful. But most of the time it's been a bit more difficult challenge than presidents would think.
Mallard does say if an emergency declaration is issued, it will probably be immediately challenged in court. The president does speak at 9 o'clock tonight. WSAV will carry that address. Joanne Merrigan, WSAV News 3.